Welcome to day number 1 of our coverage of the Paralympic Winter Games inside the National Aquatic Center, now known as the Ice Cube. This is the wheelchair curling draw number 1. It's Canada and it is China. And very thrilled to be joined by 3-time Paralympic gold medalist Sonia Gaudet. My name is Matt Cullen. A beautiful presentation on the ice here. Just in time, Sonia, to get the curlers set for their Paralympic journey in China.
Oh, it looks fabulous. Look at that video. Very cool. I'm so excited for the team.
And for the Canadians, it starts with a very difficult matchup. It starts with the defending Paralympic gold medalist, China, the team that beat them in the semifinals 4 years ago in South Korea.
女士们、先生们，这里是轮椅冰壶循环赛的比赛现场。
Let's give a round of applause to this session's competing teams.
让我们掌声欢迎本轮比赛的对阵双方。
On sheet A, Switzerland versus Sweden.
A 赛道，瑞士队对阵瑞典队。
On sheet B, People's Republic of China versus Canada.
B 赛道，中国队对阵加拿大队。
On sheet C, Slovakia.
So we are meeting the Chinese team, the defending Paralympic gold medalists. And there is the skip, returning from the 2018 games, Wang Haito, an excellent skip. And there is the Canadian team, the veteran of the Canadian squad, Dennis Thiessen from Manitoba. The 38-year-old Paralympic rookie, and John Thurston, who will be the lead but throw last rocks. Ina Forrest, the Canadian flag bearer in her 4th Paralympic Games. And there's the Canadian skip from London, Ontario, the 45-year-old Mark Idison. And Sonia, you know certainly the Canadian team, all of the teams very well, but you know how excited the Canadians are for this journey beginning today in Beijing.
They're super excited and, of course, geared up for this game against China. This is a really big game for them, and they're just ready to lock and load.
So China has the hammer in the first end. They will throw the red stones.
Wheels may be cooled. Good luck.
The world champions from 2021, also 2019, becoming a wheelchair curling powerhouse. And there is the Canadian team. Idison throwing lead rocks, but will call the game. And Kalinda Joseph, the native of Ottawa, Ontario, will be the alternate, and the Canadian coach is Mick Lismore, who took over duties in 2020, so this is his first Paralympic Games. And there are the two skips who know each other very well. Certainly lots of history between the two, Sonia.
Absolutely, yeah. We've curled against the Chinese skip many times.
A little more, right? Yeah.
Wang Haito, 32 years old. Skipped the Chinese team at the last 2 Paralympic Games and 9 World Championships. And it's been a part of every single big Chinese moment when it comes to wheelchair curling. This, though, this is Canada's first stone. And we are underway
Here
in
we
the
go.
2022 Beijing Paralympic Games. 11 total teams, 10 games for each, and the top 4 make the semifinal.
Go, nice first draw by Mark, right where he wanted it to be.
The lead from China, Yan Chuo, making her Paralympic debut. Two of the Chinese players are returning from the 2018 Paralympics in Pyeongchang. The skip, Wang Haizhou, and the vice skip, Chen Jianxin.
And we're going to see Mark just putting another rock right where he did his first shot. Get a feel for the ice on the first end.
And holding the broom for Mark Idison is someone, Sonia, that you know very well. Ina Forrest from the BC interior, the beautiful Okanagan region, just north of Vernon, where you live right now.
Yeah, Ina and I live about 20 minutes apart from each other and train and curl together in the Vernon Curling Club.
Shot, Marco.
Another great shot by Mark.
Sonia, you won gold at the 2006 Paralympics, the 2010 Games, and 2014 as well. What's it like with these first stones in the very first end? What are the nerves like?
The nerves are there, that's for sure. And it was pretty common for one of my rocks to go through right away through the house. But Mark's done a really good job of making sure he stayed in front of the tee line.
Nice and positive. 13 and a quarter, top ring.
So that's a nice draw weight, 13 and a quarter to the tee line.
This is the Crystal City, Manitoba native, Dennis Thiessen.
Nice throw, Dennis. Good.
In his third Paralympic Games, from the gold in 2014 and the bronze in 2018.
Got a little bit of speed on it. Better that it goes through than ends up short, so we're all good here still. That'll give Dennis a sense of what he needs to do on his next shot.
And China won the hammer in the first end, and that's because of the last stone draws. So what does that say about the Canadians and how they feel about the ice getting used to?
Ah, well, they might be feeling that it's just a little bit slicker than they thought.
Whoa.
Of course, for curling fans and wheelchair curling fans, those last stone draws can be very tense because they do come into play if there is a tiebreaker.
They do. It's an important piece.
It seems like a lifetime ago, the 2018 Paralympics in Pyeongchang, but what I do remember from this Chinese team, they are very vocal. No sweeping in wheelchair curling, but they are a team that will yell and scream and just try and will that rock to where they want it to be.
They will. They're a very loud team, and it adds lots of great excitement. And they're also a big hitting team as well. They can throw some big weight. It's a nice shot by Dennis. Take out that back rock that's hanging around. You don't want those hanging around.
The second for Team China, Chong Mingliang, two-time world champion, played third at the World Championships in 2019, but then moved to second for the 2021 edition.
Got himself a corner guard here.
Out turn.
Canadian vice skip,
8.5, fine.
Ina Forrest, one of the 2 flag bearers at the opening ceremony. Sonia, an honor that you had as well in your incredible career.
Such an exciting honor to wear that flag and come into the arena with the team behind you. It was a beautiful experience, and Ina and Dennis were right behind me when I had that experience as well. It was fabulous.
Fourth Paralympic Games for Ina Forrest from the beautiful BC Okanagan.
Yeah. Great shot, Ina. She's such a solid and consistent player. Such a great teammate.
Just maybe center. Whoa!
The Chinese vice skip. This is Jian Xing, Paralympic gold medalist from 4 years ago. 29-year-old. Still getting familiar with this ice. This is a game on sheet B, one of 4 games currently in play right now, and draw number 1.
Are you thinking because it's, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's obviously a slick sheet of ice, and
Good to good.
they're
good
still
to a
getting
little
comfortable.
tight, right?
One of the things I've noticed, Sonia, about the Canadian team is that they're very thorough when it comes to communication.
They are. They're great communicators. Ina's throwing
Good
some
throw,
big
Ina.
weight here again and
Like that throw a lot.
peel their own guard. There we go. Get that out of the way. They don't need that there for the other team to hide behind.
It's kind of safe though.
Gotta save that.
Good to see some smiles. So many logistical challenges for everyone to be at these Paralympics. Now it's time to finally enjoy.
Absolutely.
下路没问题啊。好，力量也还行。
行啊，
我
行
上面八
也可以。
这行。
China made its debut in wheelchair curling at the 2014 Paralympics in Sochi. Finished the round robin 5-4. And then 4 years later, Paralympic champions. How has this program grown so quickly?
Ina's finished up a bit here, but it had nice curl.
It really has grown in the last 4 or 5 years that I have not been playing, and it's just so exciting to see the level of play get stronger and stronger. People really figuring out the strategy of our game and how best to approach the wheelchair curling game.
Good to nice and positive.
Nice positive throw from John. Mark lets him know that.
Good throw, John.
Good release, lots of rotation on that rock. So it's not going to curl as much with that rotation.
From Dunsford, Ontario, north of Peterborough, in the Lindsay-Kawartha Lakes area. Thurston throwing the last rocks, but officially the lead on the Canadian team, and that's something that they've played around with for the last couple of years, with Mark Eidson calling the game, but Thurston throwing last rocks.
Yeah, I think they've been doing that for the last couple of years, and it's been working out really well.
来了，哇！没问题，没问题。
Wang Hai
好
To,
好球。
one of the best skips in wheelchair curling,
Yeah,
gold medalist 4 years ago.
and an amazing shooter he is. Good on the broom and throws some big weight.
not only a Paralympic gold medalist, but also a wheelchair curling world champion in 2019 and 2021. So he's had success post Pyeongchang as well. And the Canadians will have their hands full with the 32-year-old.
Good to nice and full, John. Nice throw.
And John Thurston, 37 years old, the Paralympic rookie.
Shot.
The young gun on the team.
Yeah, I'm told he's a marksman. I think he likes to do archery as well, and also placed 4th in the World Water Ski Championship in 2019.
Wow. Multi-talented.
Yes.
So here is the final stone in the first end for Wang. He will hit and stick for 1, and it is the host nation in these Beijing 2022 Paralympics on the board first. 1-0 China after 1. So China leading 1-0 after a relatively conservatively played first end, Sonia, but the Canadians, they won't mind giving up the single in the first.
Oh no, absolutely not. That's what their goal was. So, yeah, they're on the right track.
还行啊。
好。感觉有点大点。
Yan Chuo, a 2-time world champion as well. And another
Great.
Paralympic rookie.
Great draw weight right on the tee line, and Mark's going to take that one out.
I think a touch more wouldn't hurt.
Confirming the weights with his teammates. Going to throw a 9 here. That's 9 seconds between hog lines. That's how the team communicates around what weight to throw. Lots of rotation on that rock, so it's going to stay straighter. It didn't quite come around.
Pushing it into the back 8.
上把那个有点没顶上啊。
好。
Mark Callan is the ice maker. Same ice maker for the Beijing Olympic Winter Games as well. The rocks, though, are a little bit different, Sonia. They're not quite as sharp, so you don't see that aggressive snap to them, of course, with no sweepers.
Right.
哇，没问题，没问题。13秒4。
好。
非常好。
嗯。
Great shot by Chuo. take that one out now. Mark might have got a little full on that last shot, so be a little more mindful here. You can see that post that a lot of the players have on their chair to help with balance and power and stability. Good shot by Mark.
这儿来一个。哦。
上来的6号。
Wheelchair curling games are 8 ends, so the break after the 4th end. So these early stones certainly are important.
依然还行。
They are. They set up the end. They're really important.
And a big test for Canada on day 1, facing
就 OK。
行行行，
13秒6。
OK。
哦。行。
facing the defending Paralympic gold medalist, and then Switzerland to wrap up day 1 as well.
Yeah. 2 big games right off the bat.
There is the Chinese coach. Yue Qingsheng won a bronze medal in able-bodied curling at the Vancouver 2010 games, returning as coach from Pyeongchang. The look of intense focus from Dennis Thiessen.
Woo! What a great shot, Dennis. Very well done.
There is Mick Lismore, who behind that mask is certainly smiling at that fine shot from the Canadian second.
Yeah, great weight control by Dennis and hit the broom.
Mine didn't do a whole lot here. 9? Yeah.
So Mark is just reminding Dennis about that shot that he had down that side, just didn't want to come back.
Right on the nose.
So take a little less ice. You can see the GTX head there that a lot of the teams are using these days, and you don't have to put any handle on the rock, just push straight through, so it's really made it a lot easier to deliver the stone. There's no wrist movement at all.
好的。
小一点啊。
好。
Into third stones, Chen Jiaxin.
行。要9。
哦。
The intern.
This is a very interesting building, built in 2007 for the Olympic Games in Beijing. Summer Games 2008. Michael Phelps, the swimmer, won 8 gold medals here. And
So there's a swimming pool underneath, huh?
that's right. Apparently, according to Devin Haru and Colleen Jones, watching that curling show from earlier on, you did a fantastic job on that. They said the diving board is still there.
Oh, it's hilarious.
So is the hot tub, apparently.
Uh-huh. Ooh.
Like the throw, not enough ice.
So it went from the water cube to the ice cube.
Yeah. Here's some conversation there around
But maybe it's not. But it's like that one curls a bit more.
好嘞。
So Ina's thinking maybe her first stone is curling a little bit more than her other one, so.
Identifying some rocks.
Yeah. That's one thing that the team has gotten really good at, a lot better than we have been in the past.
13秒8。All right. Oh.
9.
9。一号我给的是。
Coming.
Final stone from Ina Forrest.
Okay, Ine, good job.
After Dennis Thiessen's double takeout, we've gone back to a conservative approach.
Very, very defensive ends here.
Waiting for that big opportunity.
Absolutely. Quite typical when you play China to have the first few ends start off this way. Laser focus.
行啊，
Wow.
基本啊。
可以啊。
哦，没问题哦。好劲儿。
好的。
Okay, right on the nose.
就
Less ice than Dennis.
Taking a little bit less ice than Dennis has shot down this end, and has asked John to throw a 9 here. 9 seconds between hog lines.
Good to good, good to just in. Okay.
So just a little tight on the broom there, but still did the job. Made that rock go away.
加油啊！哦。 行，没问题。
Final stone from the Chinese skip.
行哥，没问题啊，这力量。
再来了不？
嗨
OK，
可以，13秒5啊，优秀。好劲儿。
有有点大，这力量。啊，不能。
Put one out on the wing there, making it a little harder to get rid of, but
Okay.
going for the blank here.
Good throw.
Here is Canada's final stone in the second end, hoping to keep the hammer. They might score one though instead.
Yeah. Just hit that stone a little bit too much in the center and have enough to roll out.
Sorry.
8-6.
Big weight
Yes,
though.
they get line.
So it is a 1-1 tie between Canada and China after 2 ends.
新鲜。
导线油供应13.1导弹。
对对。
你看我这新线13.8都可以。
All set for the third end in draw number 1 in the building they call the Ice Cube. And some fans in attendance as well.
It's always nice to have fans, especially when you can't have your family there, which is a little bit unfortunate this time.
You do hear that roar of the rock though as it slides down the ice, but always great to have the spectators who play such an important part.
They do. They just make it
It's a little heavier.
a little more special and gives you that little extra motivation to just curl that much better because your family's there. And I'm sure Mark misses his kids, Brooklyn and Miles, who are always there cheering for him in the stands, and his wife, Laura. Saw that rock sort of rumbled there when she...
Go 给雷的。9秒。
跳了，
少跳湖了。
跳了。
Well, the Chinese team, they do not miss very often.
No, they don't. You could see that stone rumble a little bit at the beginning and maybe just threw it off line, and she got narrow on the broom.
So an opportunity for the Canadians throwing the yellow stones.
Great opportunity. You can see the nice rotation the team's getting with that GTX head now.
Roll, Mark.
That's a great shot by Mark. Great
Bites
weight
on
control.
the 4-foot ring.
Yeah, great weight control.
He said his rocks are slow or something.
We only hear bits and pieces of the conversation, but the discussion continues with the rocks.
Yeah, it really is. You can hear them chatting about some of the rocks they're playing with,
Inside out, Dennis.
feeling a little different from one another, so they need to take note of all of that.
.49 athletes on this Canadian Paralympic team.
I really like the throw.
That includes 29 of the medalists in South Korea. Mark Idison, Dennis Thiessen, and Ina Forrest, part of the bronze medal winning team 4 years ago. And 30 of the 49 overall have Paralympic experience. So a veteran team, as one might say.
6号。
Yes. Yeah, they really are.
没问题，没问题。
7要起步有点偏小。
And they're on the hunt to try and reclaim that gold medal after 3 straight Paralympic golds. It was China winning in 2018, the first time that any country not named Canada has won gold in
I like 13.
Paralympic wheelchair curling. Made its debut in 2006.
And I think we've got the team that can do it again here.
Okay.
Been working really hard.
Nice throw.
You can see that little eye there hanging on Dennis's jacket. We got those in Russia, and we called them the evil eye, sort of like a little good luck charm. Nice weight, Dennis. Really nice shot. So they would just be confirming some weights there, that chatter.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
下了下了。哇！哎呀，
8秒。
哦，
好的。
真的。鑫哥加油。
那个6号 curl a bit. 9.
Everybody getting an opportunity to show off their good shooting skills.
Nice line, Ina.
Yeah.
The stick lengths have really gotten longer over the years too. A lot of our team sticks are almost
Good throw, line. Back,
8
that
feet
rock just
long.
curls.
That confirms that.
好嘞吧。
It takes off on it at the end.
So, 现在就行。
好嘞。
So there's that first rock of Ina's that is doing funny things.
行。
稍加了一点儿。我。
It's really curling on her, so they're going to pay attention to that rock. Give her a little more ice next time.
12秒6。
好。好球。
Ina's the only one on the team that has stayed with a shorter length stick, but everybody else has gone really long.
这就没走，我就下去了。
Would that be personal preference or?
They were feeling like the sight line was a little bit better with the longer stick. And Mark was telling me that he's sourced out a really lightweight carbon fiber, even lighter than we've had in the past. So he says you can't even notice the weight, even though it's that long.
Just might have to pay for the oversized bag at the airport.
Yeah. And that one didn't come back either, but that's that left side of the sheet.
Oh.
No. I think it's straighter side though.
Yeah.
What's that?
This way.
Still working through some nuances of the sheet and some of the rocks.
行。
可以，我觉得应该。
Go go go！
哎，
左边没加点。
14秒8。
稍 稍小一点。
行行行行。
Well, a high guard into play with that red stone biting
13 1/4.
the back of the 12-foot ring.
Yep, decided to turn it into a little bit of an offensive game now.
Two stones to go. The first from Thurston.
So he's thrown all hits right up until now, so switching to his draw weight. And might go a little bit too deep, but great line.
Oh, that's good. Let's wait.
好，加油。一点。 慢一点啊！
行。
我。
Had to be perfect on that shot.
He did, yeah, for sure. And
Really like the throw, John. Same weight. Yeah.
Chinese team is known for
Half a broom left.
pulling their rock
1.2。
out to the 18-inch line as far as possible to get around those that are just peeking out. So it works really, really well.
Canadians, looking at that clock behind, have used 4 more minutes of time.
There's always someone on the team who's assigned to watching the clock. That one's gonna go a little deeper than last time.
Well, that's good. That's good. Same. 12 more. That's good.
So 12.7 seconds. Takes you to the back 12 foot. Might have wanted something around 13 and a half or 14. That's okay.
选哪？ 不用调这儿是吧？
行啊，线路没问题。
好的。
Last rock in the third end.
来了，我摆上一，摆上一，来二，go go go go！
China hoping to jump in front. And it is enough for one more.
有的叫的有。
再稍微掉一点啊，
来稍掉一点。
And another well-played end, Sonia.
掉点真有。
Yeah, very well played, for sure. A couple of shots our team might have wanted back, but it's still early on, so lots of time to get back on track.
2-1. China leads after 3. So the hosts from China have a 2-1 lead over the Canadians, but Mark Idison and the Canadian crew with the hammer in the fourth. Always important to try and score in the even end, Sonia, and perhaps if things go well, take a lead into the fourth end break.
It is, so we'll maybe see Mark taking a bit of a different approach on this end.
Starting to see some numbers now with Yan, the Chinese lead.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Looks like they're a little bit surprised at how
哎，挂点儿。
far that one slid.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Probably 15, eh?
这多少秒？谁告诉我？12秒。那
So Mark's gonna
是的，劲儿大。那本地
put up a corner guard here, 15 seconds, just outside the house. Time to set up some offense. Got a high corner guard, maybe a little higher than he had hoped.
Is it just me, or is there still a little bit of that nervous energy in this game?
I think you're right. I'm kind of feeling it for them myself, so yeah.
不是力量又大。
Whoa, whoa.
You can look at it and say, you know, we've got 10 games and
力量这
figure it out, no problem. But with only the top 4 making the semifinals out of 11 teams, the record has got to be good. Canada was 9-2 in Pyeongchang, and in fact, 3 teams were 9-2.
Really?
So
Yeah.
the bar is high.
The bar is high for sure. And
3 out of the 4 semifinalists won 9 of their 11 games.
yeah, and especially when you're playing China,
We got
you
lots
know.
of room to go around it.
Yeah, this is a big one right off the hop.
You really want this to be a W.
A little quicker inside out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna curl.
Looking to get in behind that corner guard. Lots of good rotation, and 13-3 is the weight. Is it going to get there? No, not quite. So still figuring some things out.
Really?
I got almost 12 on this one.
So we need
At the
like
back.
a 13
So,
or slowing down, girls.
6号 力量行了。
Chongming Liang, the second for China.
哎，不行不行，
啊！
那你13秒5。
13秒7啊
Go go go！
哎，
行，
行行行。
Got 2 ends of the spectrum here, either too deep or too short.
Yeah, having a hard time getting to the house this time. Nice opportunity to replace this red one with one of our stones. Dennis is going to do the job.
looks down.
So just a little down in weight, curled more than he wanted it to.
Really good line. Down.
What was the time?
Mark's asking for what the weight was on that shot of Dennis's so he can determine the ice.
哇哇
来了来了，我
哇！哎，
那边
别动，
把甩进来。
Wow.
Oh,
哎，
Goes all the way across and makes sure that 2 yellows are out of the way.
don't know that that one was planned.
12 and a
Look at the
half.
3 biters at the back. That could be very interesting.
Those biters are not what you want to have hanging around.
8秒。
So Dennis Thiessen's final stone. Second for the Canadians.
Dennis is such a great teammate, super supportive, and such a great cheerleader. That was a great shot by Dennis.
打水行。
好嘞。小胡了啊！
好
8秒吗？
，8秒。
好嘞。
加油！
So we'll probably see China pulling that rock off the center line quite a bit, you can see, and gives them a straighter line.
Oh, and it rubs on that guard.
差1丝丝啊！
And the Canadians will take that.
Yeah, nice break for the
过去
Canadians.
就掉下去。
嗯，我也看
看一下过去。我还我说再这样打病也
I like that.
So opportunity knocks for Mark Einesen and Team Canada.
You like 1275? Yeah, I like it. You need full 12.
Just confirming some weights there, back and forth. You could see Ina, when she throws her draws, she has her hand lowered down.
Really good line on.
And then when she throws her big weight, she's got it right tucked underneath her armpit. Oh boy, look at that stone curl.
Shot on. That's really good.
Great weight.
Shot on.
That's really good. That's really good.
And the Canadians lying 2.
That's that rock of hers, though, that just wants to just grind to a halt.
Into the 8-foot ring.
Another really great shot, China.
Avoided the jam at the back and Leaves China lying one. First time that we've seen a bit of a messy house developing in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Bit of a different picture right now. Get rid of that stone.
So jam at the back.
Come on, come on, come on.
4 biters. 4 biters at the back.
Yeah. Getting a lot of movement out of those rocks. Savina's just not quite getting to the center of the rock.
So we're into 4th stones. Been a good day at the office so far for Wang Haito.
行啊！我来了，我有点飘，我。
Oh,
So he
Here we
also
go.
jams at the back.
gets rid of one of his and leaves ours hanging around.
And he does not look thrilled at that.
He does not.
Is that right?
Yes.
1275.
John is such a steady and solid player.
12-6.
Really mentally tough.
Really good, John.
Nice throw, John.
That was the weight Mark's looking for.
Really good.
So great shots. Possible jam at the back there.
Sarah，这手放一点。哎，我力量大。对，行，行吗？行。现在不行，打定甩一点，双飞。好。
Well, this is where things can certainly get interesting.
你给我再收一点。
Yeah, you can't really count on Haito missing a hit.
行啊。
Such an intense player. Ooh,
Jam
nice.
at the back as well.
行啊。掉的还是大这边。
But
John
it
put
still
that-
is China line the 1.
This is shot. Okay.
But
How much can you see? 3/4? Okay. We'll hit it. 8.5. There.
多起码看，出头少打一点点，给我上点。
8.5, 9, 8.5. Yeah, 8.5.
It's a great opportunity here for Canada for 3. You could see how great John's first shot was. Got the jam out of it.
big last rock here for John Thurston in his Paralympic debut. Up weight,
Woo!
past the guard.
Oh, beautiful shot.
And it is good for 3 yellows and a 4-2 lead for the Canadians. That's a big shot, Sonia.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a big shot. You got to be happy about that and really boost their confidence after the break. And we might see a bit of a more confident team coming back now.
The game has been broken open. 3 for Canada in the 4th. They lead by 2.
然后安全一点，不行还有1分也咱也要，好不好？就别跟他再打的特别腻，对咱没利就不跟他往中间腻，就及时清就行。
哎呦我操！这个那个我只有基本没像。
Inside out going away. It's a straight? Like a,
Yeah, I think so.
so kind of climbing there.
Yeah. And just, you know, player tendencies interacting with that further.
The one I flashed here, that was full,
Yeah.
but I thought it was going to come down off the hill. So,
Yeah, I think you can just trust to give you that turn, just touch less and throw it the way through, right? Because it's holding the line, it's got plus rotation on that. So. Good one.
自己的这个感觉就行啊。
好，
来，
1、2、站。好嘞。
All right, 4-2 for the Canadians, thanks to that score of 3 in the fourth end. John Thurston hitting and staying around to count the third. And Sonia, now that the first half of this one is behind us,
Yep.
how do we feel?
I think we're feeling really a lot better, a lot more confident, much more familiar with the ice now, and a bit of a lead is always where you want to be coming into the fifth end.
Certainly that has to feel nice for John Thurston, the Paralympic rookie, put into a pressure spot there, knowing that opportunities are few and far between against China, and he made it count for 3.
Yeah, John had a great end. Really stepped it up for the team.
So how does this change now with the Chinese down by 2? Perhaps some more open play.
Yeah, turning into a offensive game for them. Their first corner guard. We're just gonna throw another one like we just did. Just put another one right on top of the first shot.
4 years ago, Mark Idison and Canada beat China in the round robin, 8-5, but the Chinese came back when it mattered most with a 4-3 win in the semi-final.
Come on, get there. Get there, get there.
And in that last World Championship that the Chinese won, Canada ended up finishing 5th, so a competitive field.
It's getting so much more competitive than it has been in the past. It's so great to see this game really get more competitive.
Whoa! 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 没事没事，溜，往外甩点。whoa！行，没事。go！
And Chio can sure throw some weight as well. Not something you've always seen in the past, the leads throwing big weight, but she sure can.
And a half. Ten.
12 and a half's not really sticking around.
I got 12-12. Yeah, a little girl right there.
A little faster feeling?
Yeah, very.
Oh, it's just hanging on there.
Just at the back.
行，你俩还行，我，12秒3啊，快点，行。
Deniska's going to take that one out and hope to roll out as well. Some nice weight on that and great rotation, so it'll keep it going straight and gets the roll
Good
out.
throw, Dennis.
Just out.
Really well thrown.
How come yours rolled?
What was the lead on that?
797.
Ina and Dennis are really close teammates, get along really well and on and off the ice.
Go! Go, go, go! 使劲儿！13秒8，力量行，点有点没上来。行。没事啊。别上。
Ina
Sonia. Go ahead, Sonia, sorry.
Ina throwing some big weight there at 8-7. And I'm sure feeling like she needs to do that with her first stone. That wants to move on her, so is throwing it a little harder. And that worked out for her there, that's for sure.
13秒5 ，hurry！
可以可以。
Go！ OK。
好的。
Oh, I was just about to ask you, how does China try and get onto the attack? And that's the answer, right in behind the guard.
Yep, it is. Time for us to open it up now. So the plan here is, if you get by and get that back one, all good, but priority number one is to clear that top stone. And again, you saw Ina with her hit weights. She brings her stick right up high underneath her arm. She's just found that that gives her more weight. And she gets by. Nice shot.
上吧，力量。但是这个走线没上吧，好啊。好嘞。
能过。
走一走，hurry！ 没问题，没问题，没问题。Go hurry！ Go 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 hurry！
Is it enough to get past? Not quite.
这个掉说3秒8啊，3秒8是吗？3秒8。
Canada's making it hard for China to get their two.
往大顶点，这就感觉出来之后稍累点，稍掉点。
Hit and sit, yeah.
What do you think?
Whatever you're seeing, I'm not.
I think hit and sit there,
Just hit and roll.
or that, yeah.
Okay. I like it. 9. Okay.
Sonia, you were nodding your head there for a moment.
Oh, I was nodding my head. I didn't mind Dennis's suggestion to hit and stick, but you know, this one is just as good.
About a 4-minute difference in the time favoring China.
Just so great to see the rotation that we're getting on the rocks now with that GTX head. Really takes the guesswork out of ice reading and makes it so much easier for the skip. There's a real learning curve to moving from the extender head that we used to use to the GTX head though. Remembering not to turn your wrist anymore. Takes a bit of getting used to.
行啊，稍大点啊。
行。
我力量还
It
行，
did for
掉
me
线
anyway.
啊。Go go go hurry！ 掉线走啊！力量行啊 ！Go go go！ 走，再来点儿。行啊。
Well, that's a couple of times that they've made that shot, biting on the 4-foot ring.
Yeah, he's been able to move from his big hit weights to T-line draw weight.
Over, a little over half. I like your last throw.
But still
this
open
rock
for
curls
John.
a little more. Yeah. Half a rock.
This is Thurston's last stone in the 5th end, so another big moment here.
Squeezed her a little.
Little tight, Mark says.
Oh, just,
oh, wow.
just past that yellow guard.
Oh man, and there again, that rotation comes in handy, right? Just holds the line. Oh, wow.
You couldn't thread a needle through that.
No.
There's the sigh of relief. Calm, cool, collected. So facing Wang. Wang with his final stone in the 5th. And he missed it. He missed it completely, and the Canadians steal one.
Nice break for the Canadians.
Don't see that too often from this terrific Chinese team. 5-2, Canada in front after 5.
Got away with that one, just a little tight on, or center to center on it.
I with 60. Good call on Ina's pick there.
A steal of 1 for Canada in the 5th end. On a rare miss for the terrific skip, the defending Paralympic gold medal winning skip, Wang Haito. So into the 6th end we go. With the Canadians up by 3. So far, the big end has been the fourth. Facing one, John Thurston was able to hit and stay around to count 3 points for the Canadians. That's been the big difference so far, but 3 ends still to come. Lots could still develop. Yan Chuo, the lead for China.
Time to ignore that first stone that Canada put in the house and put up a corner guard.
Needing points. Time to roll.
Needing points.
How many draws this was? No. I like 1275.
Mark's gonna put another one on top of that one. This is a Leeds dream shot scenario. That one didn't quite get to the house.
We took the right turn though.
Let's play, yeah, it's slower on that side.
It's going to be a very busy schedule for these wheelchair curlers over the next 6 days, 10 games in the 6 days.
It is a busy schedule for sure.
You've been there not once, not twice, but 3 times, Sonia. How does the body hold up?
You try to get a little bit of a lay down between games. I remember our mental trainer at the time, Laura, allowed us only 20 minutes to close our eyes, and that's it.
I'm all on board for a little power nap. Not quite the same for us on this side, though, but
yeah, apparently if you don't sleep for 12 hours, Matt, you need some more.
Gotta stay fresh. And I'm not even doing anything, I'm just speaking. So
Good to pull. I like it.
I've really got nothing to complain about.
Well, we've had to figure out how to get on Beijing time here, and it's a bit of a challenge.
13-hour time difference for those watching in the Eastern time zone.
It's a really great shot by Dennis.
Well, he thought that it felt heavier, but it was a 14.
Nice weight.
正常力量。
哥不行就收点儿，是不是飘这线？
这没问题。好。
好。
Canada has 2 games on day 1. China and Switzerland. Just the 1 game on day 2 against Latvia. And then it gets very busy after that. The United States, Sweden, South Korea, always a powerhouse. Another very good team from 4 years ago, 9-2 in the round robin, just like China and Canada.
Smooth 8. Hey, smooth 8.
But right now, first things first, the Canadians trying to knock off the defending Paralympic gold medalists
And we're in good shape right now.
Nice throw, Dennis.
Beauty.
Nice peel by Dennis.
Big two.
Always one of his favorite shots, if I remember correctly.
往外甩，留着就行。 我旋开也行，旋开也行。哦，哟，行行，这点也 low 啊。
That does the
Thrown
job.
this one before.
But then this happens, right?
Give you a little more ice.
Okay.
9.
Must be nice for Team China to have fans in the stands.
Oh, wait. 9.
This one will curl up a bit.
Something we haven't seen a lot of over the past 2 years or so.
Sienna takes her big deep breath before she throws her shots.
Good shot on.
Really helpful strategy.
884.
For technique.
Oh, really nice throw. Nice positive. 8-8.
Go! Go! 这少少点。8秒，往这边甩也行。
这儿还可以。
这边
Really nice hit by Jian Shen.
是不是？
Hit and stick here.
Got some curling to do.
Yes.
Gonna come back. Come back. She's gonna
Throw line.
Half got on the outside that time and no good. 打定了。你看头一个嘞，啊，头一个嘞，行吗？
Yeah, I thought you were nice and positive on it. Just didn't curl as much.
It's great feedback that you're always getting from your teammates who are in behind you, watching your line and anchoring you. It's so helpful. I mean, it's required, but confirmed.
3秒。我。哦。来了！Go go go go！ 走！走！行。
Well, the intensity certainly picking up.
Yeah. I like
Sure
that.
is.
Shouldn't curl as much up the hill here.
Shouldn't?
Shouldn't curl as much up the hill. 9.
Sorry, wait.
9.
我那个有掉下。
最后再打那个。
我看，你看，好像有手真。
Hold on. Hold on, John. John. Could get the jam here. I guess if we get the jam, we're in the We're 2 in the rings.
Ina Forrest had a quick look around at the clock. There's some concern about the jam on the left side of the overhead, the right side of the screen there.
All day.
All day I hear them say it's, there we go. Nice.
It's been a fine Paralympic debut for John Thurston so far here in this opening draw.
He's curling incredibly well so far and must feel really good for him.
So far he's had the answers when China has tried to make things tough.
He has. He's really hung in there for the team and made some really key shots.
And when you have last person on your team throwing the stones and they're 83 and 81%, good chance you're going to be ahead.
Yeah, you gotta like that.
行啊，出招没问题啊。好。我瞅力量行，来了哥。
2 stones for
来了，掉点下。
Wang Haitao.
我。多少秒？11秒7。
And he wanted to go right back to it, but misjudged the weight.
Yeah.
What do you think for time, John?
12:75.
A little frustration there on his face.
12:75. Yeah. Like it.
John now throwing draw weight after his big hit. Bit of an adjustment.
Hot.
I got 12.
Better that that one just keeps going right on through.
Sorry, guys.
内侧打过去。1172. But Wayne had changed. Exact same time.
Yeah.
So it must be like that power.
So an opportunity for Team China to blank the 6th end, keep the hammer into the 7th, or take that 1 point and try and fight back the hard way.
Thinking I'd want to go for the blank right here.
Go! Yeah.
They take the 1, and the hammer back to the Canadians heading into the 7th end.
刚才选一个行吗？
Canadians looking confident and looking good.
You can kind of feel the energy is a little more calm and confident now.
It's a 5-3 score after the 6th end.
We want to score one.
What's that?
We want to score one. So safe ending.
Time to score one, Mark says.
Five to 3 for the Canadians as we head into the final two ends in draw number one. Canada curling at 70% with China at 61. And Wong, who has been so good throughout his career, has been the skip for so many big moments. This Chinese team has missed a couple of stones, uncharacteristic. And we heard at the very end that Mark Idison would like to score one, keep it safe, and try and head into the eighth up by at least 3.
That would be a beautiful place to be.
No multiple score ends for China in this game. The 3 singles. And if you joined us late, the big end for the Canadians was the 4th just before the break. Canada counting 3. And so far, that has been the difference.
Corner guard kind of got out a little bit wide. Seemed to be happy with that shot. Time to go around those. Get something in behind. Get around is right. There we go. Nice shot, Mark. Get there.
Comes down for a quick check.
Just short.
Yeah.
Whoa. 还行，哇哇哇哇哇哇哇哇哦！11秒5。11秒4啊！
没事儿没事儿，亮哥，来。
没事，下一个再找一点。
是不是为了加转拧的？
没拧。
Double there？
他那13秒6到的看局啊。
14秒3才对。
你不用想，你就按13秒1。
对，13秒1没滑也没事。
Smoothie。
Time to peel those guards. Again, one of Dennis's favorite shots.
He's had a steady game at second. Dennis Thiessen.
7-8.
What's that?
That's a big weight shot.
He did the 8 job. I'm happy.
Time for China to get one in there.
行啊，你俩香港。哎你。
哦。
还是
哦。
哦。
站上也行。行行，来了来了，掉点儿。
Sorry。
14秒7。
14秒7，嗯。
Struggling a little bit with that draw weight.
行，没事。
掐错了，掐上13.6到4期，到3基底。
Doesn't like it out of the release.
Doesn't like it right away. A little bit wide, maybe. Oh. Turned out okay after all.
775. 775. Shot. Good throw.
这边没投够，小了3点啊。行。
行，没问题。
Just going back to those balance posts, you know, everybody on the ice there has one on their chair somewhere, on the side or in the middle, and such a helpful tool, such a helpful piece of equipment.
行，14秒1是吗？15秒1。好嘞。
Just can't find that house weight.
这边没投过。
对。
我没敢太加劲。
行，可以。
There's the battle of the thirds. Chen and Ina Forrest, and
12?
Ina Forrest has been spot on for most of this one.
Back 8, so 12 and a half.
12 and a half.
Time.
Mark wants a timeout.
Time.
I think I don't.
Play the other side.
I think we should have both sides.
If we got the split, then we just leave it open for them to go around, don't we?
Yeah, well, I think we play this. Yeah,
So
both
Mick
sides.
Lismore, the coach, will have a chance to come out, and we can listen in.
Too? Like,
The other way could be
Still
good.
have
It's
this.
just line right up, right?
It's line right
Yeah.
up, but if we can get
Red on
to center,
red.
we can get to
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Just saying,
I'm just-
red line right up.
yeah, but if we get to center, they're gonna come either on the inside of that one.
Are they? They're almost touching.
There, yeah, there's not much room, so
I wonder if we overbury it though.
Yeah.
Like, provided we at least get a quarter rock on center line.
Yeah.
It's not sticking around if we're running back, right? They'd have to hit our yellow.
Yeah.
If we're feeling comfortable with the ice. I'm just thinking you leave this side for us still.
Yeah.
Well, come around, but that's obviously lined right up. Yeah, I wondered if it dragged into it if you played the high side peel, like High side peel. Ina's entry, Okay. to get rid of all three. Okay. Might be there. The other option's the drop on this side. I think we leave that where it is. It's in a pretty good spot. It's usually might be able to split it later, but like it's either this draw or this peel. You think the 2 rock goes? The top one? You have to hit it thin. You're maybe not getting it right out, but getting it out of that 4-foot area. My first instinct is to play the drop. with the Ines in here.
I like it. And then if we can get to center, we're in pretty good shape.
It's really good. Yeah, really good.
Okay.
This Ines first rock?
Yeah.
So just a bit clearer, or do you want to throw the other one? Which one have you drawn with?
I didn't find the draws were that bad with it, but at least for them it will.
Just be mindful of what rock you're throwing, and you can throw either one.
Make sure I get out there.
Okay.
So 1275.
Yeah. I like it.
Short's better. Like, I mean high.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Top 8 bullseye.
Yeah, it's just everybody's been going through, so it's kind of like, hey.
Some really great conversation there, and being mindful of that first stone of Ina's. She didn't seem to think it gave her a problem on the draws, but still mindful of it and just confirming the weights. And Ina said short is better, meaning that 8 foot is ideal, 12 foot is secondary.
1275.
Don't want to be creeping behind the tee line on this one.
Wheelchair curling, 8 end games, so into the late stages of this one. The opening draw of the Beijing 2022 Paralympic Winter Games.
Might be a little bit heavy here.
First of 2 from Ina Forrest, and that slips into the back 8.
So you needed.
What was that weight?
12.
来了，哥哥！来了，我。Go hard! Go go go! Go hard! 走走走走！Come on! Go hard! Go go go! 再来点，大哥！哟，好球！
Some draw weight they've been looking for a while, but not quite enough to not quite enough to outcount ours.
Like 13? Top quarter? Top ring, 13. That was 13 and a quarter I had.
I had 12.74.
I like that time.
Getting some different thoughts around what the time is. It's always good if front end and skip are on the same page.
Yeah, nice line.
Ina looking for something around a 13 here.
And this looks terrific from Ina Forrest, biting on the button.
Great weight control after her first went a little deep.
I like the top 12, actually. I don't want to have that.
Can always count on Ina to come through with the great shot when you need it to.
现在这红，我这红这个挡不住了。
这屋不好等啊，是吧？
谁转的？我转转。我这儿这儿。
这屋只能选哪？是吗？选科。对。
这个近，还能转。
不行，把那个顶开。
Everyone on our team has a spinal cord injury, and they've allowed me to share that with everyone for different reasons. And a little bit.
旋跟一个，坐在上面脚，然后
Each
下巴
spinal
冲
cord
那个
injury is different, but
不是，你先
Ina has a
咱们先
T10
往这边这
incomplete
刚他
spinal
刚投
cord
这个嘛，
injury.
你先旋跟他一个，啊，然后坐上面脚就可以，然后下巴不行的话冲他，就是你先往上粘一个，哪怕你留着在红球外侧一点，下巴那个上面那2颗红的都能用上。
那红的一打那个。
啊不，这个碰不上，碰不上的话你先坐这儿，不行的话，然后咱这边也能穿，这边也能穿，至少有这个角，行不行？先跟一个往上，就是停在4、5区都可以，只要把球留着坐在上面就行。
放点点往外放。
对，别完全藏死啊，你一定要往外放一点，留在这个弧的一半的这个位置就行，这大概这个角就可以，行不行？
能不能打个
咱俩先拿黄的转红的一下子呢，再转黄的呢，然后那边有个自然点。
我觉得你先跟一个，这样的话是2个点，2个点，加油！
加油！
全是黄的了。
实在不行就站到这，是不是？加油！我就奔13秒来，行，13秒肯定没问题。
Chinese coach Yue Qingshang sounding quite definitive with the team down by 2.
Yeah, it sounded like she knew exactly what she wanted them to do. You can see China has 2 anchors.
下了没问题啊。
2 people behind high toe holding his tires to
哇
make sure he
来了
doesn't
哥，
move.
行啊，11秒6。
还有10点点，全车这有。
Perhaps not the result that he was looking for.
What's that? Top ring, tight's fine.
Okay. Cool. Like 13 out of 14.
Like 14?
Yeah. Some question about the weight here.
Yeah, they're just confirming, you know, the weight down that side, and 13.5, 14. I mean, a little bit of difference between the two, but generally around the same. But sounds like they agreed on 14.
Throw.
Should get him to the top 12. No need to be in any deeper than that. Oh, but
go back.
It's a second that bites on the 4-foot ring.
Perhaps run.
You got way better rocks than I got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy, way quicker.
They're just really noticing a difference in the rocks.
13.5, and it was at the front. Like, didn't even touch the house.
So the conversation there is, you know, Ina's saying my rocks at 13.5 aren't even getting to the house, and John's are scooting behind the tee line. So it's really tough sometimes to zero in on those weights when you've got rocks that are doing different things.
Big shot coming up for Wang Haito. Struggled in his last 2 stones. When it comes to finishing the end, he had that flash that allowed Canada to steal 1 in the 5th, and then wanted that blank in the 6th, but didn't roll out. And taking a long look at this.
Yeah, they are. They've decided to go after that top guard. Double run back.
Different approach.
要这么悬一点。
Yeah.
软袄不太好。
你自己这么着，反正就是
We've
靠
mostly seen Wang play the lighter touch shots.
现在几比几？现在有时间。现在有时间。
Thinking though, thinking.
我觉得稍微我觉得你如果定了的话，咱就打完就干。
而且软嘛，容易软死。
是。
你要是这么悬一个。
Sometimes looks a lot different by the time you get to the other end.
这么悬一个吧。
不行，就头甩过来坐他扒皮头上控制。
13秒，就往他那个顶上粘。要不
奔粘他来。
对。
上8点吗？上8点行。好嘞。
加油。
Oh, looks like a change in plan.
Complete different change in plan.
那么软不球直接就废了。
And facing 2, this is a big shot.
This is a
for the
really
Chinese skip.
This is a big shot.
Go!
Trying to squeeze in and lie one, but in trouble up top. Advantage Canada.
That's always the danger, you know, you've got your mind set on a shot, and you go to the other end and it looks different. Now you've got to change your thought process. It's a lot of rocks in play,
I say, can the Canadians add a
little
third?
Pressure, like I like 13. I like that. Same as that.
That same weight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it seemed to carry nice.
Yeah. You can be nice and positive here.
Okay.
So throwing the same weight as last shot. It's always nice when you get to do that. Real positive throw. Great rotation.
It is the final stone in the 7th. Is it enough to add a third?
Just got a good ride out
Not
there.
quite.
No.
2 more for the Canadians.
Got to be happy with that.
With 1 end to go. 7-3 lead in a strong start in this opening draw.
Little frustration on Chinese's face, the Chinese team's face. Understandable, that's for sure.
So into the 8th and final end we go, with the Canadians leading by a count of 7-3 over the defending Paralympic gold medalists from China, the host team. This was a big game. This was a big game for the Canadians. They had it circled on the calendar. Game number 1 against the top team, arguably the world champions from last year. And so far, they've made life pretty tough
They have, absolutely. But Team Canada has stepped up to the plate and really done a good job after the fourth end break.
And we can expect Mark Otteson to be calling for the hits and taking out as much red as possible.
Hit whatever is red, absolutely. A really great position to be in.
It's the first of 10 games for each country, each of the 11 countries in this round robin. So it's a long road, but a good start always helps.
It does. Sets the tone for the next games to come and really boosts the confidence.
Not interested in leaving an extra stone in play. Keeping it simple, keeping it clean.
Yeah, and that's always been a bit of a discussion. Do we throw that first one through or put it in the house like Mark did and then throw the second one through? So that's what they opted to do. We've done it the other way in the past as well.
So the guard's in place for China. Canada does play Switzerland
we can't really get there.
for its second game of the day.
Another one.
Hey.
Mark's saying throw another one through.
Hi there, John.
我觉得得站一个 got a good spot where we're at.
No, I know.
Oh, that just gives me the.
我觉得往对，就往他这儿站吧。这样也。
Each team does have an alternate as well. Kalinda Joseph from Ottawa is the Canadian alternate, and from what we understand, Sonia, there is a plan, as it is a very heavy schedule, as we mentioned, that 10 games in 6 days to make sure everybody's involved.
Yeah, we'll definitely see Kalinda out on the ice at some point during the competition, which will be really fabulous for her. It's her first Paralympic Games, and she's worked really, really hard to get a spot on this team. And, well deserved. She's been on the radar for Team Canada for quite a while, and she's worked super hard.
We might kick one on. I think we just get rid of this one.
Really happy to see her as part of the team.
Eight. Smooth 8.
Dennis is going to throw an easy 8 here. Easy for him, that is.
Nice throw, Dennis.
In good shape thus far.
That one did not have an 8 in it,
这么悬吗？整着好悬吗？不好过吧？啊？不太好过吧？先挂分啊！
5个糊了。
剩5个了。
So that 8-second rock Mark called is again the weight or the time between hog
你
lines.
像我这么来，后续也行
That's a，
粘上也行啊，粘上也可以。好嘞。
timing of the rock. 8-second
停就
is
行了。
a fast-moving rock.
对，行，
The takeout.
It's the takeout. And as you heard the team say, Dennis, there was no 8 in that. That was a 7-7. So he threw it a little harder than 8, but pretty darn close.
后续也行，过去也行。Go go go hurry！
Hurry，量应该是够的。
Go go go！ 13.6。哇！
这样也行，也行，可以。
行。
再掉一点，再掉半个。
这样也行。
We're 1.
So the next 4 Chinese stones all need to count as
Go around it or go around?
shot rocks.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I said earlier, everyone on our
Back button 9, back 4.
Okay. That was 13.25, so 13? 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, 13.25.
I think I said earlier, everyone on our team has a spinal cord injury, and I am wrong. Dennis is an above-knee single amputee.
Top 8's better than through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slide 9.
Looking for something in the top 8. 13 and a half seconds.
5.
It's got to go.
You know what? That's not bad.
Yeah.
好嘞吧。
What was that?
13.5.
That's what she was thinking, but maybe that's that silly rock again.
进来就行啊。
That has been a bit of a
Yeah.
storyline, hasn't it?
It has
Right
been.
from the beginning.
Yeah.
这力量行啊。
Not one you want to choose if you're in a final game.
Yes, they will know for next time for sure.
13秒8。Go hurry！
They need to be shot rock here, otherwise this one is all over. And
Yeah.
it is not.
It is not.
我差一点啊。
You only got 3 rocks left.
And they're down by 4.
I think it's holding enough.
Yeah. So,
Suppose there is an opportunity to promote here, but
12.75 even, I know.
Yeah, it's a tight one. I guess it's
the
not
angles
over.
aren't great.
No.
First or second.
Yeah.
Broke it a long ways too, eh?
Yeah.
Got it on.
Let's see what this rock does compared to her first one.
Shot 9.
And that's exactly what
That is a
China
great
hoped
shot.
to do. But Ina Forrest delivers.
You betcha.
As she does under pressure.
哥，对，12秒5。行。
加油。
加油。12秒34都行。好嘞。12秒5，12秒。行。
Well, they will continue to fight here, the Chinese. What a confident start for the Canadians.
Really great start.
Final stone for the third, Chen.
翔哥掉点
有线，
来了，Harry，
嗨！
Just got to the wrong side of that. Eliminate that, and I think we're going to be shaking hands.
Thurston has had some very nice moments in his Paralympic debut.
This is probably going to be another one of those moments. Such great rotation on his throws. Great shot.
Good game. Good game. Good luck.
And there are the handshakes.
Good game.
And it's a confident start for the Canadians.
What a great game. They've got to be really happy, really proud of themselves. What a great start to the rest of the competition.
And sending a message to the defending Paralympic gold medalists that Canadians are here and
we're back.
they're back to try and reclaim that gold. One win in a long road, but an excellent start for Team Canada, taking it 7-3.
Big smiles. Can't hide how happy that makes them feel, and nor should they.
哦，
那是搁哪呀？
我去吧。
John should feel really good about his performance in his first game at the Paralympics, and really maybe help with any nerves that he probably had.
And no time to rest because the Swiss are waiting.
They are. Time to refuel. Have a little bit of a lay down maybe.
Quick one.
A quick one.
Quick power nap.
And back on the ice.
So we'll look at the table so far with the Canadians, the Slovaks, and the Swedes all winning. A couple of games still to be decided. But a strong start percentage-wise as well, Sonia, for the Canadians, 73%, plus 12 over Team China.
Yeah, great percentages. And we've seen those team percentages go up over the last few years. And again, really great to see the level of play just getting stronger and stronger all the time.
So for those watching on cbcsports.ca and CBC Gem, it's the tune of 6:35 a.m. Eastern Time. Right in the middle of the night for those watching on the West Coast in the Pacific Time Zone, 3:35 a.m. It's Canada and it's Switzerland for draw number 2. We'll have that for you as our coverage of day 1 of the 2022 Paralympic Winter Games continues from Beijing.
Good, Megan. Nice. 13 and 13 and a half.
Isen her, så tror jeg han tåler 8-8.
What's that? 13 and a half.
Oh, ja, okay.
Ja. Bra ut.
Bra, Garne.
Bra det.
8-4.
Hva sa jeg?
Nydelig sånn, kanskje.
Ja,
4-5.
4-5.
ja.
Good.
4-5. One and a half. Clayton. Good, Melly.
Good, Melly.
Hva hadde du i stad?
8-4.
Ja.
Det er samme fart, ja.
Samme fart. Det blir Stevens Grønnegaard.
Hmm?
Det blir Stevens Grønnegaard.
Ja.
Bra ut. Bra, Garne. Ja.
Ja, bra.
Ja. Eller rulla lenger. Truffet tynnere og rulla lenger. Ja, men du gjorde oppgaven. Han er jo helt faktisk...
Hvor lenge er det ikke?
Jo. Front, I got you back. Front, I got you back.
Good.
4-5.
Good line. One rotation. Still rotation, Dave.
Yeah. Thick as a guard.
Ser utsiden da, og så rulla.
Does it help us? Does it not work?
It's the rotation that killed it.
They're just going to take it off, so...
8-5, eller?
Ja.
There.
Oh, but what I mean is they're just going to take it off. So
Greit.
they're not doing anything really with that going.
Ja.
I helvete, hva var det for noe? Hva var farta på den da?
7-6.
Hæ?
Jo.
63.
Så skal jeg putte den til deg. Treffer vel noen nedi der? Ja. Nei, jeg ser 20% i.
Ah, right, okay.
Men hva
That made sense.
Jeg treffer den. Hvem må jeg treffe først, da?
Ta den først.
Ja, men ja.
Du har dobbelen, så må du treffe den til venstre først.
Ja. Hvis jeg går fra linja og så ut sånn, da. Nå treffer jeg jo.
9 på linja.
Nille på linja.
Ja.
Nille.
Nille.
Ja.
Da er det garden, faktisk. Det er mulig.
8-7. Oi.
Setter han inn, eller?
Ja, på.
Ikke bra.
Han får helt katt og ræva.
Got bet there, Gregor.
Happy there? 3.
Yeah, 3. Du må rulle hvis du treffer på hodet. Så.
Ja. Nille.
Nille, ja.
Nille.
Ja. Tar det. Ja.
Nille.
Nille.
Det er 94.
Bra, Jostein.
Nydelig, Jostein. Kjempe.
Det var vakkert.
Ja, men det.
Ja.
Gregor, here, look if you want to tag it full 18.
Your can's going to swing at the end.
Aye, well, here, look when you're up there.
Right, oh. I can move it. I think it's good while that's because Kenneth's going to swing.
Aye.
I've got 2 minutes 10 to play 2 shots, which a minute a shot is plenty. I can see 3/4 though it's shug. So I think just draw for the centre, 7. Seven. Swing. Swing. Swing.
Squeeze smack heavy, Gregor.
Lucky Gregor, it's opened it, Mike. Unlucky. Well, that's going at stage. Going to get through, so that's it. He's shaking? No. No, I think he's got to wait until the lands through.
out.
Føler jeg såpass at du litt lang, så blir du fryst på shotten nå,
Ja.
faktisk. Ja.
Is there? Okay.
Må over i flash.
What the?
Tre-to.
3-2.
3-2.
Ja. Så veldig bra, Jostein.
Kjempe. Nydelig.
Kom da, kom da, kom da, kom da.
Helt konge!
Bra, Jostein.
Good draw. Herlig, Jostein. Nydelig.
That's not going to make on anything. Need to get that yellow going that way.
No.
I think we lose the yellow if we go that. Cross the face and back. But I think we lose the shooter anyway.
So I'm saying run the yellow. Straight
Too
back.
tight,
Yellow.
and then that yellow's going, red's going straight. We've got to catch that red there.
Yeah, I know. It's close, but there is space.
Much of that you got?
Quarter, if that.
Quarter's all I need. Never going to happen, but
We'll go and flop. Really haven't
need to
tried.
throw that.
40
Yeah.
seconds.
Girls winning gets down to 5 seconds. Come on, go back, go. Unlucky. Okay, guys. Okay. 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 Thank you. Okay. What happens with the
On sheet A, Switzerland 2.
Thanks for the game. Thanks for the game.
On sheet B, People's Republic of China 3, Canada 7. On sheet C, Slovakia 9, United States of America 3. On sheet D, Norway 7, Great Britain 5.
A 赛道，瑞士队2，瑞典队9。B 赛道，中国队3，加拿大队7。C 赛道，斯洛伐克队9，美国队3。D 赛道，挪威队7，英国队5。
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beijing Organizing Committee for the 2022 Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games sincerely thanks all technical officials, staff, and volunteers